Thank you for joining us. This is Live at 1. I'm Lillian Mulikanene. Former Transport Minister Amos Kimunya and two of his accomplices have been released on a cash bail of 1 million shillings each after denying charges of abuse of office and breach of public trust. Amos Kimunya, Lillian Njenga and Jungai Wainaina are being accused of acquiring and disposing a 25-acre piece of public land in Njabini, Nyandarua County. The land was part of a 75-acre parcel of land belonging to the Ministry of Agriculture that had been reserved for a potato seed multiplication project. The three denied the charges before Acting Principal Magistrate Doreen Molecho, who ordered their release. The Director of Public Prosecutions, Keriako Tobiko, on Friday gave the go-ahead for Kimunya's arrest and prosecution for offences allegedly committed during his tenure as Lands Minister. His accomplice Lillian Njenga is a former Director of Land Adjudication, while Jungai Wainaina is the Chairman of the Board of Midlands Limited, a company where Kimunya is a director and shareholder.
These persons may be released on a surety bond of 2 million Kenya shillings or alternative cash bail of 1 million Kenya shillings, mentioned before ACC 2 today to fix a hearing date in the matter. Additionally, the prosecution to furnish the defense with copies of all witness statements and any other documentary evidence that they intend to rely on at the hearing.
Former Meru County Governor Peter Munya is now blaming external forces for the nullification of his election. Speaking at the Ontolil MCK Church in Meru County, Munya claimed senior people in the Jubilee government were blocking his access to the Supreme Court, where he plans to contest the Court of Appeal's decision to send him home.
Former Meru Governor Peter Munya is not giving up easy, and the nullification of his election by the Court of Appeal sitting in Nyeri early last week has already rekindled political supremacy battles between the National Alliance and the Alliance Party of Kenya. It is bare knuckles now in Munya's fight to retain the gubernatorial seat, and he is now accusing powerful forces for his inability to take his case to the Supreme Court.
There are powerful forces that are interfering, with the court process, and they are even interfering with our determination to get justice in the higher court. And that is what we are saying. Since the people of Meru have the final say, because they are the voters, we must defeat these forces by making sure that we vote independently and defeat the plans of those who want to make Meru an appendage.
Munya has been holding campaign meetings in various parts of the county, including one attended by the Deputy President. The Meru gubernatorial seat has elicited interest from a number of candidates and is expected to be quite competitive. Mukami Chaka for Citizen Live at 1.
And in Nyeri, the construction of the Karatina Market, a multi-million shilling project funded by the then central government, is yet to be completed 1 year after the general election, despite campaign pledges on the same. Our reporter Yvette Mumanyi has more details on a stalled project that has drawn complaints from local leaders.
The Karatina market is said to have the second highest sales of produce in East and Central Africa. Over 5,000 traders eagerly waiting for over 4 years to occupy the Karatina market upon its completion continue to suffer both socially and economically in their temporary relocation site.
Wakati tulitoka soko ile ingine tuliambiwa ni mwaka mmoja tukuje hapa tutengenezewe soko ile ingine.
Tumekaa miaka 4, tumekuwa na taabu. For those 4 good years you have stayed here. So we ask our government to come and complete our market.
The construction of the market, which began in 2010, was set to be completed in July 2012, but has stalled for just under 2 years due to lack of funding. The main contractor of the project said that a whopping 100 million shillings is needed to finish the building. Similarly, the construction of Athaya Level 5 District Hospital costing 436 million shillings and Karatina District Hospital costing 280 million shillings, initiated at the same time as the Karatina Market project, have also met the same fate. Nyeri County Governor Nderitu Gachagua weighs in on the issue.
The project will not be finished because the funds were insufficient. An application has been done to the ministry to give the county government so that we are able to complete this project. The same applies to a few other markets.
Gachagua remains optimistic that funds will soon be released to finish the remaining part of the project. However, this does raise red flags. Will the public funds to be allocated for these projects be utilized efficiently? Only time will tell. Yvette Mumanyi, Live at 1.
Hawkers in Mombasa are now calling on the county government to reconsider and negotiate its decision to remove all the hawkers from the town's central business district with immediate effect. And this comes even as a section of Mombasa leaders have accused the county government of displacing the over 10,000 hawkers without relocating them elsewhere.
Speaking during a meeting with the hawkers at the Jomo Kenyatta Public Beach organized by Nyali Member of Parliament Hezron Awiti, the Mombasa leaders insisted it was unfair for the county government to order hawkers, who number thousands, to vacate the town without giving them a place to go. The leaders argued that most of the hawkers have families to fend for and at the same time heavily contribute to the development and economy of Mombasa County.
Ni rahisi kama Mombasa County hawana masamba, tutakuwa na market days. Kama ni wanja wa mbuzi 2 days, wote wote waende pale.
The leaders, who included Kongowea County Assembly member Jabez Mdai, urged the Mombasa County leadership to rethink the matter, saying should they fail to address the matter, it might cause more problems, including insecurity.
Kwenye devolve system, kindly come out clearly tuwatafutie hawa watu sehemu tutakazowaweka.
The hawkers have raised concerns over what they termed as inhumane and frequent harassment by the county askaris, claiming that the said council askaris vandalize their wares, while others go even looting their items. They are now calling on the county governor Hassan Joho to allocate them an open-air market where they can sell their merchandise. Michael Njenga, Live at 1, Nairobi.
And Murang'a Governor Mwangi wa Iria has urged the county assembly to formulate laws and regulations to control foreign investors in the macadamia trade in order to protect local industries from collapsing. Speaking after touring the equatorial nut processors in Murang'a County, the Governor Mwangi wa Iria said there was need to protect local nut processors from unfair business practices by international importers of macadamia nuts.
The Murang'a County Governor wants the Assembly to come up with a bill that bans express exportation of unprocessed Murang'a macadamia nuts, saying that exportation of the nuts was rendering Kenyans jobless as processing takes place outside the country. The governor noted that such laws will protect farmers from unhealthy competition from foreign investors.
We are going to work towards a registration which makes sure that things like macadamia from Murang'a are processed here. And no one should come to Murang'a buying macadamia to go and process in China or elsewhere, because that automatically exports that labor to other countries.
In June 2009, the government banned exports of unprocessed nuts to enhance the export potential of Kenyan nut processors and promote local production and value addition, yet raw nuts continue to be exported out of the country, primarily to China. According to the Horticultural Crops Development Authority, macadamia is currently the most popular nut in the world, and the high appetite for the commodity has resulted in increased smuggling of the commodity. There have been several seizures of raw macadamia nuts headed for the port of Mombasa for export.
We're going to create employment. Then I think we must, as counties and as national government, ruthlessly protect local industries, especially the industries which has a direct bearing with employment, and especially on macadamia.
Mount Kenya region is a key supplier of nuts, and leaders from the region have been calling for a total ban of raw macadamia nuts to China, which offer the largest market for the nuts. Zedikos gave for Citizen Live at 1.
And thank you for staying with us. This afternoon, we're talking on the proposed budget cut by the Parliamentary Budget Committee. And with me in studio is Jared Opio. He's a member of the